Good girl. Hi. Hey guys, how's it going? We are at my parents' house. How long have we been here? Like almost a week now? Sorta?
It'll be a week on Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll be a week.
Tomorrow.
A week? Yeah, a week on Wednesday. All right, get out of here. And we're basically ever since we. Wow, that was a loud notification.
I told you to turn my notifications off.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. I'm sorry. Jeez. Okay, there we go.
Turn yours off too.
Yeah, and so ever since we got here, we've basically been cleaning like crazy. Now that we have a laundry machine, a washer, and a dryer, we have just been basically doing laundry for everything. We have a ton of throw blankets. We've got our bed sheets, all of our clothes. We've just been, Sweetie's bed. We've basically been washing all of that. And Sweetie even got a bath because we're only really able to give her a bath when we are staying with people that have a shower or bathtub. Because first off, we are so, we have to really conserve our water, and giving Sweetie a bath takes a ton of water. And we took her into PetSmart one time while on the road because she needed a bath. Yeah, she needed a bath. So took her into PetSmart, and we could tell after we picked Sweetie up, because, you have to leave him there for a number of hours. She very clearly hated it. She was very frazzled. So we're like, okay, well, we'll never do that again because we don't want her to freak out. So we got here, finally gave her a bath too. It'd been a number of months. She's starting to stink, smell like a dog, but now she's incredibly soft. I forget how soft she is after we give her baths and give her a nice brush. And Jenny has also gone into like super cleaning mode, and she's just been cleaning the entire trailer, which is awesome because I don't know, I just like it when everything is really clean. So it feels super fresh in here now, and it smells really good too. Downside though to being here is that we're back in Indiana, which means rain. Indiana, or really the Midwest in general, during the spring months just means rain, 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 rain. And that has basically been every day since we've been here. I think we didn't get rain. Have we gotten rain? Has there been a day where we didn't get rain?
It sprinkled the one day, but it was mostly not raining.
For the most part, there wasn't rain one day, but every single day we have gotten rain. And I'll kind of show you what it looks like outside. This is out our back window, which is a pretty sweet view there. But, see the clouds? It's just been overcast ever since we got here. Butters, by the way, is incredibly curious because my mom has a bird feeder right here, and there are always birds at that bird feeder and that bird bath. And so it's not just Butters, it's Alice too. They're just staring out there at that bird bath. It's actually incredibly adorable. So they're totally into that. But yeah, it's been rainy and overcast ever since we got here, which was really annoying at first because, we're in a travel trailer. So basically, whatever the conditions are outside are the conditions inside. So the relative humidity was just 100%, super wet and damp in here, like paper, like just like random documents that we have. You like just holding a piece of paper, you could feel the moisture inside of it and the humidity. And it's just like super gross on your clothes and your skin. You can just feel it. But we got a solution to that. My dad had a nice big dehumidifier in his garage. The problem with it though is that it didn't work. So, I looked up what might cause a Maytag dehumidifier to not work, and it turns out it was the humidistat, which is basically the thing inside of it that monitors the humidity of the air. And so we figured that had failed. So all we did is we snipped the wires that lead to that humidistat. And then we just, there's a power wire, a signal wire, and a ground wire. The ground wire you just leave cut, but you tape it off. And then the power and the signal wire you solder together. And it tricks the dehumidifier into thinking the humidity is always super high. So it just stays on constantly. And it fixed it. So with that humidifier going, which it's not on right now because it's super loud. But with that humidifier now, check this out. Outside relative humidity is 93%. Inside relative humidity is 41. So it's super comfortable in here. When usually, it would be, if it's 93% relative humidity outside, it's 93% relative humidity inside here too. And if that dehumidifier was running right now, it would actually get the relative humidity inside down into the 30s. So it's awesome. It's super, super comfortable. Let me pull up the comments real quick on our other phone. For whatever reason, I haven't had that done yet. All right. Yeah, someone asked, how is the humidity? It's really bad, but not in here. Thankfully, we got that. For the first few days, it was super bad in here. But we got that dehumidifier running again, thankfully. And it's really nice now. It's nice and dry and super comfortable in here. Jenny, do you know when camping opens in Indiana?
Not a clue.
Sorry, we are unaware of when camping opens in Indiana. I'm sure it's going to be...
This month.
It's probably going to be sometime this month because I think Indiana is already on phase 2.
They're on phase 2. They moved to phase 3 on May 24th, and I think that's when the campgrounds open. If not, June 14th.
Okay, so Jenny gave me 2 dates. I don't know if you could hear. Apparently, Indiana moves to phase 3 when? May 24th?
Yep.
Wow, that fast. And then there's another date. Is that when they move to phase 4?
Yep.
June 14th.
They fully open July 4th.
Oh, and then they're fully open July 4th, our state. So it's going to be one of those dates, either May 24th, June 14th, or the 4th of July. But we're not sure because we didn't look into it because we knew we weren't going to be doing any camping while we're here in Indiana. We're just staying with my parents. This is how close we are. I mean, you could kind of see it in the thumbnail, but here's our trailer, and then that's how close. That's their house right there.
You should show how we have the awning out and our door opens right to the door, so like we don't ever have to get wet.
Yeah, so I don't know if you could hear Jenny, but she wanted me to show you guys our awning situation with my parents' house. It's really nice. So you open our front door, and there is the door that leads into the garage. It's on the side of their house. And then, you can go in through another door to get into the house. Well, it's raining a bunch, but we've got our awning just perfectly pushed enough to where it's bridging the gap between our trailer and their house. So we never get rained on at all while walking between our trailer and their house. So that's pretty sweet. It's really nice. So even though it's raining constantly, I don't think it's raining right now, at least, but it was raining just a little bit ago, and I'm sure it's going to start again sometime soon. But yeah, so the awning situation we've got going on is pretty sweet. C. Kramer said, hi from Las Vegas. I bet y'all miss the desert. We do and we don't.
Let me tell you, I miss the desert.
She does. Yeah, Jenny misses the warmth, I'm sure. She is she likes it to be really warm. I'm the opposite. I kind of like it to be cool. So like upper 60s are about perfect for me because I like wearing sweatpants and I like being cozy, like snuggled up with a blanket or something. So, really like, I don't know. I like a lot of layers. I like wearing layers. So that's when I'm most comfortable. She's the opposite though. She wants to be in shorts and tank top and stuff and, nice and warm. Yeah, basically like high 70s, low 80s is her favorite. And the desert is great sometimes. It's really nice when you're trying to beat the snow and you're trying to get out of the winter, but I don't know. There's just something. I miss the green. I miss trees. So and I know some parts of the desert are rather green, but I always miss grass and being surrounded by big trees. What?
You need the green between the green, which is the grass.
Yeah, exactly. The green between the green. So we miss it a little bit because of the dryness and the warmth, but I don't really miss it for its desertness. The loose sand gets old after a while, so do the cacti, because we always have to pay really close attention to Sweetie because she still hasn't figured it out, even though she's stuck herself multiple times on cacti. She still hasn't figured out that they're going to hurt, so that's kind of a pain. And the desert's kind of nice at first. Like if you're a snowbirder, or if you're a snowbird, it's really nice when you get down into the desert, like in like October or November, like, because you're just happy to be out of the cold and somewhere dry at that time. But for me, after a couple months, I just get old of the desert. Or the desert just kind of gets old with its barrenness and stuff. I know some parts are super pretty, and that's very true. But for the most part, I like the forest. I like true forest, you know. Tammy McDowell's on. She said, "Hey, y'all."
Hi, Tammy. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Chef Nick said there are many car washes that have a dog wash too. I've never heard of that. Huh. And then the Adventures of Renaissance Man said, look for local self-service dog wash stations. Jenny's brought that up too. That we could,
I've heard of them, but I've never seen them.
yeah, that we could probably find something like that, but I've never actually seen one either. Oh, okay. Robert Goad said, Indiana opens May 24th for camping. Well, thank you, Robert. We had no idea, so I'm glad someone knows. That's one of the awesome parts about hanging out with you guys is that, you know, there are a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we know, but there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, and usually there's someone on that has the facts and knows. So what?
Mention the charity. You haven't mentioned
Yeah, I know. I will. Oh, Jeb's on.
Hi, Jeb.
How's it going, Jeb? All right, so now that we've got a decent number of people on, I can go ahead and mention the point of the live stream, and I'm sure a lot of you by the title already know, and that is that for this charity, or for this live stream, and we've been doing it every single week for a number of weeks now. We are going live to raise money for a charity. It is the CDP, which is the Center for Disaster Philanthropy. They have a COVID-19 response fund. They're raising money primarily to help out those that have been hit hardest by coronavirus, as well as to provide emergency medical supplies to frontline healthcare workers. So masks, gloves, and other sorts of PPE to keep them protected while they are caring for coronavirus patients. So we are donating 50% of all of the proceeds that we receive from this live stream and every one of these charity live streams that we're doing. And so if you want to be a part of that and you'd like to donate, then you can either send us a super chat through YouTube or a super sticker. However, the best way is we have a link to our PayPal in the description below this video. And that is actually the best way to donate because PayPal only takes a 3% cut of the donations sent through them, whereas YouTube takes 40%. So while super chats and super stickers are very much appreciated and they're definitely accepted, and we will get the proceeds to the charity, PayPal is actually the best way to donate. So again, 50% of all donations through this live stream and each of these charity live streams we've done will go to the CDP's COVID-19 response fund. And yeah, we've had some good success. We've been able to raise, I believe, $420-ish so far. I don't know the number exactly, but we've been posting to our social media the total amount that we've been able to raise after each live stream. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty awesome to be able to do some good to get money to the people that need it right now. And yeah, it's just a really great feeling. All right, back to the questions and comments. Sorry.
You can bring the questions and comments over here if you want.
I know, but where am I gonna set it down at?
Right on the rabbit hole.
Jenny, all right, I'll try and find something. Jenny wants to be a part of the live stream, but she also wants to continue. Yeah, she wants to continue organizing. So let's see if I can find a spot. Oh, you guys, look at this.
Isn't that fantastic?
This is our laundry basket. It goes in our pass-through. And of course, there's a cat in it, you know. Of course. Butters, you are such a goober. You're such a little. Okay. I don't really know where I'm going to put this. I think I'll just sit here and hold it for a little while.
What about right there?
Right.
Top of that stuff.
This stuff, I don't think it's going to be tall enough. No, this is going to be a little wonky, I think. All right. Yeah. I'll just adjust this. Okay. Okay, so now Jenny can be a part of the live stream too.
Hello.
There we go. All right. We're back in the bedroom now. Terry Palazzo says Michigan State Parks open June 22nd at this point. Yeah, Indiana's a little ahead of the game. And by ahead of the game, I mean they're opening up really quickly. So, you know, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing is yet to be seen. But yeah, Michigan is definitely one of the states, and I think Illinois also, that are opening up a little slower. So we'll see how all that goes. Question: do you have a parts list for your entire solar system? We do, but it's in the form of, that's really loud.
Sorry.
It's in the form of product links, and they are, if you just Google, or not Google, but if you do a search on YouTube for Fate Unbound solar install series, there it will pull up our install videos for our solar system, and in the video description of each of those videos is every part that we use for our solar system. Butters, she was chewing on that plastic. And also we also have a you can search for Fate Unbound solar review, and it's a review video of it's a video that reviews each of our solar components individually, and again, in the description of that video is a parts list with Amazon links. What is that noise?
What is what noise?
I think, was that an emergency vehicle? Sweetie girl, shh. It's okay.
Sounds like a
okay.
fire truck.
Yeah, that was weird sounding. It upset Sweetie. She was asleep on the ground and she just popped up. Is Jenny going to join us? Here she is. You so loud. Oh my gosh, so loud. Hi, new subscriber, ready to hit the road on the 1st. Really enjoy your videos, from Karen Martell. That's awesome, Karen. Congratulations to you. Just make sure when you're traveling, you're staying safe and trying to limit your exposure. Jenny and I, one of the things that we've done is kind of one of the, I mean, it's sort of a common sense thing, but like when we go to gas stations to pump gas, we wear a glove, with whatever hand we're touching the pumps on, and we make sure to wear a mask, when we're going inside. So yeah, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you stay safe too.
Are we leaving all of these here?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yep.
Okay.
If I fits, I sits. Yep, that's exactly right. That is how cats work. If there's a box and they fit in it, they're gonna get in it.
Ta-da.
Nice.
My closet is organized.
Where is the ambient moisture water going in the humidifier? Well, it's a dehumidifier, and the ambient moisture just goes in a collecting tank that's under the dehumidifier. It just like pulls out as a tray, and it just pools up in there, and then you just dump it outside or into a drain or something.
We stick these on the counter right there next to all those books.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we are leaving behind at my parents' house because they're storing some of this stuff for us. Just like in their closets and in their barn. And we have a lot of stuff that we took with us when we originally hit the road that we just don't need anymore. Like a lot of books that we've read, movies we've watched.
Movies,
yeah, stuff like that. So
I need to should I organize under the bed now?
Sure.
Okay.
You do whatever you want.
Because over there, it's going to be a lot of vacuuming.
Yeah.
So over here, it's not going to be vacuuming until I have everything out. So
yeah, it's up to you.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, well, I'm going to hop off the bed then. All right, I'm going. She wants me to go over there, and she kicks me out. And I bet in about 5 minutes, she's going to want me to go back over there.
I mean, you can stay close.
Well, there's kind of only 2 places to sit in our trailer. We've got over by the desk, and we've got on the bed, and that's it. All right. Big Red Cook says, it's actually not loud on our end. Why is Jenny wearing a jacket? Cold and humid? Well, that's good. I'm glad it's not loud on your end because, oh boy, it was super loud.
I'm wearing a jacket because I prefer to be hot.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, Jenny is very she's not very tolerant of cold. So even though it's 74 degrees inside our trailer, she's still cold. She's got to wear jeans and a sweatshirt. Oh, I have an announcement for you guys. It's something that we haven't done before, and we're pretty excited for it.
Are you talking about this next month?
Yeah. So we are going to be releasing limited edition T-shirts, and we'll be releasing them. They'll be available June 1st, and they'll only be available until the end of the month. So what, 30 days total?
Yes.
Does June have 30 days in it?
Yes,
Yeah.
June has 30 days.
So they'll only be available for 30 days. And we are working with a friend of mine, Austin. He is Danger G on YouTube. He's one of our moderators. He pops into the live streams every now and then. But he is a graphic designer. So he's designing the t-shirts with him, or with us. And so we... yeah, and so they're totally new, totally different design. And watch out. Sweetie girl, come here. Come here. And your only hint to what is on the t-shirts... Come here. All right. Come on. Come on. Is this. This is your hint.
This is your hint.
Yep.
This is your hint. Look at this face. Look at that face. Look at these ears. Look at those ears.
Yes. I love you too. I love you. Okay, on. So that's your hint for the shirt design. It's not finalized yet.
It's not finalized, but we have seen some awesome pictures, and let me tell you guys, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're really happy. Austin is doing a great job, and so yeah, we're pretty excited. Like I said, they get released on June 1st, so be ready for them.
And also, just so that you guys know ahead of time, a portion, or we're splitting the
Yeah, Austin's being compensated for the work he's
being
doing.
paid.
Of course he is.
So.
So and there's also going to be a men's version and a women's version. It's looking like.
Yes.
There wasn't originally going to be, but then like once we saw the rough draft of the design, we were like, maybe that could be a woman's version, and then the other one could be a men's version. So yeah, his and hers options there. So if you're a fan of Sweetie, you should be excited. Yeah, Tammy said Pokemon. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we have a ton of Pokemon videos.
Man, how many movies do we have?
Way too many. Well, not all of them are movies.
I know.
Most of them are seasons, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Big Tex Nick said, can you discuss water and water usage while boondocking? Yes, we can discuss that. What questions do you have? If you have, it's hard for me to just ramble on about, just water in general. But if you have a specific question, I'd be happy to answer it.
David, 12 of these are Pokemon.
Yeah.
12 of these.
12. Sierra DK said, thanks for your videos. Great info, and I've been an RVer for many years. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're finding the videos useful. Even though you've also been an RVer for a while. That's good to know. Dehumidifier water is great for cleaning things like stuffed animals. Yeah, I mean, it's not... I know you're not supposed to drink it. It's definitely not potable or anything, or potable. But, yeah, I mean, you could totally use it to, do stuff like that, like rinse off certain things that don't really matter and it's not being ingested. Franklin G is on. How's it going, man?
Hi, Franklin!
Franklin asks, other than places like Arizona and New Mexico, where else that y'all have been that a person can ride an ATV? Oh, man. Yeah, all over the place. Southern California, Utah, just to name a couple places. I have never been there, but I'm sure South Dakota is full of ATVing opportunities. Same with Colorado. But
basically every national forest.
Yeah, every national forest. If there's a national forest, you can definitely find some awesome ATV action there. Probably some of the best places for ATVing that we've been to is Sedona, Arizona, and Moab, Utah. But basically all of southern and central Utah are excellent for ATVing. Yeah, Vico said Hurricane Utah has some nice sand dunes. Yeah, basically all of southern Utah and central Utah is going to be good for. Oh my gosh, Jenny, did you give this to her?
She stole it.
Sweetie has this toy. It's this thing right here, and we have to keep it under the bed because she's psychotic about it. She
Well,
just
now
like.
I'm cleaning under the bed. So, do you still want these shoes? You've never worn them since we hit the road. Never once have you worn them.
Those are really good shoes, though.
I know that they're really good shoes, but you've never worn them. We can donate them. We can sell them. We can leave them here for when we're here if you want. But I don't think they should be in here anymore.
I should start wearing those instead of my hiking boots, like around, just like when I go out.
Heavy steel toe boots?
They're really nice.
They're totally crushed.
Hold on to them for now. Just for now. They're so nice. Those are nice boots. I forgot I even had them. Dang it.
Well, yeah, because they've been hidden under the bed.
Yeah.
Leaving them right there.
All right. I'll put them on and I'll see if they're. Yeah, they are pretty crushed, aren't they? We'll see. I forgot I even had those. Mandy says, keep the boots. Mandy's on, Jenny.
Hi, Mandy. I wasn't sure which Mandy.
Yeah, that is Mandy Gray is our friend Austin's wife. The same Austin I was talking about earlier that is designing the
T-shirts.
the t-shirts, yeah, that will be available in June.
I don't know how I'm gonna get clean under here. I just keep having to play with an animal.
Yeah. All right, sorry guys, I lost you for a second there. We got a donation come in that I want to recognize. Alan K, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. All right. Let me get back to my spot since the feed froze for a sec. Oh, Jeb said Utah state parks are open. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I don't think Utah ever really... Did Utah close down the way like Indiana did?
No, they only had a stay-at-home directive.
That's what I thought. Yeah, they just had a stay-at-home directive.
Running out of room for stuff that we're not keeping.
Carol says, "Thank you guys for your videos. You always give great advice." Well, thank you, Carol. I'm glad we're helpful. We try to be helpful. We don't have all the answers. Sometimes we got to rely on you guys for the answers, which is awesome. It's really helpful. Tori McCaddy said, "Where did you get your sweatshirt?" Jenny, do you want to tell them where you got your sweatshirt? Come here.
Sure. I'm donating all these, okay? Since we have flooring in here now.
Waiting on you.
I got this sweatshirt on our website. There is actually a link in the description of this video below to some face coverings that we have. And that takes you to our swag store, and this sweatshirt is available in our swag store. You can get it in different colors. I liked the gray. We have a black one, we have a white one, we have a darker gray. Do we have a darker gray one, or is it just the three?
I think it's just that. Yeah, I think it's just the three.
White, gray, and black. I love them. This is like the most comfortable sweatshirt I've ever owned. And yeah. Tammy says that she posted a link to our swag store, so that's awesome. You can find it there. And then in the description of this video, those two face coverings we have, which are kind of like hiking face coverings.
But you can also use them when you go outside just to kind of protect yourself against coronavirus.
Yeah.
They're made of spandex.
Yeah, spandex. We have them in two different colors. One is our channel's colors, which are mint and coral. And then the other one is just a gray gradient. And then a portion of the proceeds from those are also going to the same charity that this live stream is for as well.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's a great sweatshirt.
Tom Tremaine said, "Something smoking back there, ... It's an essential oil diffuser, so what you're seeing is just mist.
It smells good.
Yeah. Yep, it's just to smell good. It's kind of like burning a candle.
But without a fire.
Oh yeah, Vico said essential oil diffuser, yeah. Karen Martell said, "My favorite part so far is when David does his manly pose with his chest stuck out, his head held up high in profile. Reminds me of Dudley Do Right." When did I do that?
every time that you pose for anything, for like an epic photo, you're always just like,
Oh, is that right? Oh, maybe they're talking about like that profile picture. Or
Well,
there's like the silhouette when I was at that cave.
well, there's that
Maybe
one,
they're talking about
and
that.
like whenever when anyone like talks about like manly this or manly that, you always just randomly like one little blip, you'll just be like, oh yeah.
Okay.
You do that.
Franklin, I'm assuming this is from you, but it says it's from Frankly G. But I'm assuming it's from Franklin G. And another donation. Thank you very much, man. We really appreciate that. And yeah, like I said, half of that is going to be going to the coronavirus response fund, the charity that this whole live stream is raising money for. So thank you. All right. Hey, Matt Hughes is on, Jenny.
Hi, Matt.
How's it going, Matt? All right. How about an Alice the Adventure Cat t-shirt? Well, don't you worry. There's probably going to be one someday.
Yeah.
But the first one is going to have to do with our big old Roddy puppy, our 6-year-old puppy. There you go.
Do you want a shirt? Do you want a shirt? I think she wants a shirt.
Oh, she'll be on a shirt. Bring her here.
She definitely wants a shirt. Allie, baby. Oh, she doesn't want to help.
Oh, she's not into it? Okay,
Nope.
Goodbye. She was fine until you brought her over here.
I know.
I ruined it. I ruined the moment. Sorry. Big Tex Nix asked, do you guys like Nomadic Fanatic? We do, actually. We don't really watch a whole lot of RVing YouTube channels just because that's what we do. So when it is what you are doing day in and day out, you can only take in so much of it. So, but we do like Nomadic Fanatic, as well as a number of other RV YouTubers. Franklin G said, raining here in North Carolina for like 3 days. Don't you guys have a tropical storm down there brewing on the East Coast? That's probably what's giving you guys a whole bunch of rain. And I'm sure typically those like to travel then on up into the Midwest and into Indiana. We don't get hit by like the big, strong hurricane type, force storms, but they die down a lot and then it rains for like an entire week. Usually get some pretty severe thunderstorms when that happens too. So we'll see. Viking Honor said, your complete guidance on your solar build was very helpful. Thank you. It's my next project. That's awesome. Thank you, man. I'm glad that was helpful. I mean, that's exactly why I made those videos, just to provide information, to people that just needed a little bit of help.
Hey,
What?
I'm gonna ask my grandma if she wants any of these back.
Yeah, that's a really good idea
Or if she wants
because
the container. I don't want to keep any of the maps either. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's pointless.
Okay, great.
Oh, you have my phone. I can't ask her till you're
Yeah, you guys, we have a ton of stuff in our trailer right now that doesn't need to be here. So, yeah, Jenny is going through everything, trying to just like, if there's something we haven't used in a while, then we're probably going to be donating it because most of it's useful. I don't think we're going to be throwing a lot of it away, but yeah, just going to be donating the stuff that we don't use. And I mean, that's kind of a good philosophy to have, even if you're in a house. Like if you come across something that you haven't used in like 2 or 3 years, then why even have it? It's just taking up space. It might even, if you can,
like this?
Like what? Yeah, exactly. So if you can, donate it to someone that can use it, then that's a good thing. As long as you then don't fill that space with some other garbage that you're not going to use for another 2 to 3 years. Marcelo Barrera says, I am part of various Facebook travel trailer groups and everyone uses your videos as a reference for people looking for info about traveling, boondocking, etc. Your videos are very informative and entertaining. Really? I had no idea because we're not really a part of any like Facebook groups. Yeah. So That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to hear. I wouldn't have really guessed that. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Okay, so it was Franklin G. Yeah, he said, "Hey, David and Jenny, I did PayPal for y'all." Well, thanks, man. We really appreciate that. You're awesome.
I do need to vacuum in here. I didn't realize it would be this fast.
Wow. Well, I mean, maybe you can vacuum and we'll let them know whether it's too loud or not. Our vacuum's not very loud, and you're on the other side of the trailer, so it might be fine.
I just gotta pull these out still.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. Vacuum.
Roddy Day said, "Hey guys, did you make the trip home safe?" We did. Yeah, that's exactly where we are. We are in my parents' side yard. Here's a view of their backyard. This is what our looks out at. It's a pretty nice view. And then their house is just right there. So, yeah, we made it home safe. And all is well. All is good. We've been able to hang out with my mom and my dad for a decent amount of time already. So, it's nice.
I gotta start utilizing space over here.
Yeah, that's fine. They will be puppies forever, no matter what age they are. That's true, especially in Sweetie's case. She is just a big puppy. Sierra DK asks, "What are your plans for shopping for a 4x4?
Oh!
So I've actually already begun the search, and I've found a couple potential candidates. If you're interested, one is a 2008 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD Duramax diesel, similar to ours currently. It's just 4 years newer. Ours is a 2004, and only has 91,000 miles. So that's pretty decent. And the price that they're asking is right in line with what it's worth. And yes, it is a 4x4, of course, because that's the only reason we would be upgrading. We would have to shell out a little bit of money, a few thousand, well, more like it'd cost us about $5,000 or $6,000 more than our current truck is worth.
The current truck we can get like 14 for.
Yeah, we can probably get 14,000 for our current truck if we waited around. If we're in no hurry to sell it. So yeah, so it will cost us a little bit, but oh, and you'll have to let me know. Jenny's running the vacuum right now, so you'll have to let me know if that's too loud.
It's running the vacuum to get the cats out of there. I'll be right back. I gotta dump it out.
Okay. So yeah, that's exactly what we've that's what I found. That's one of the trucks I found. I found another one that is a 2005, I think. So just 1 year newer than our truck. And yeah, we haven't gone and looked at anything yet, but I found a couple. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger or not, because I do really like our current truck. It runs really well and it has no rust on it. The only downside of it is that it doesn't have 4x4. It does have a locking differential in the rear, which does help with traction, but in the situation like that one video where we were on all 4 tires were on slick mud, if all the tires are on slick mud, it doesn't matter if you have a positive or if you have an open differential in the back or a locker or a limited slip differential. If you have zero traction, you have zero traction. So that locking differential didn't help at all in that instance, unfortunately. Neither did the all-terrain tires that we have on it. The only thing that would have helped there was 4x4. The Duramax 2007 LBZ is the best diesel for a Chevy. That's good to hear. Vic, do you know what the 2008 has in it? I forget what the code is. Is it an LBZ also? And that's good to hear, because my truck has the LLY in it, and I've heard a lot of good things about the LLY as far as reliability, and I can tell just by owning it that it's an extremely reliable engine. I know its predecessor wasn't good. It had injector issues that they fixed on the LLY. So yeah, the LBZ, if that's better than the LLY, then that's good to hear. Gerso Savoy says, "You guys are the most realistic RV channel on YouTube. This is why I like watching you guys. Thank you always for answering my question." Thank you, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Jeff Summers, welcome back to Indiana. I'm here in Wabash. Love the animals. Oh, here's one right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Butters. She doesn't like being held as much as Alice does, as you saw. She's a cuddler. on her own terms. She's like the typical cat in that respect. Whereas Alice, you can just pick her up. She actually genuinely enjoys being held. It's kind of funny. She's a funny one. Franklin G said, yeah, off the coast of Cape Hatteras? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sure I'm butchering it. And it's moving out to sea. That must be the tropical storm I was asking about. Oh, Roddy said, no, the storm went out into the Atlantic. I'm a Florida native. Well, that's good. That's good. Dave Holcomb's on. Hey, man. He said, hi, David and Jenny. Glad you are home and getting family time. Pets and rubs to all the critters, too. What is that gray motor-like thing on the counter? Gray motor-like thing. It might have been our vacuum. Was it the thing that Jenny picked up and walked off with? That was our vacuum, if that's what you're asking. Oh, Rick Leach said we had a small tornado here in Ohio yesterday. That's scary, especially if you're in an RV or a travel trailer like us. Then that's pretty frightening, having high winds. Oh, Jeb said, hey guys, gotta go. See you next time. Stay safe. Jeb's probably already gone, but if you're still on, Jeb, we'll see you later. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. We always love to hear from you.
Bye, Jeb.
I think he's gone already, Jenny.
Did someone want to know what this is?
Yeah, Dave Holcomb did.
Oh, it's so this is the vacuum that we use. It is the Dyson
V7 trigger.
V7 trigger. You can get them where it has like the actual like big vacuum that mounts to a wall. You can charge it on a wall.
You're just a chopped off. You're just a headless body.
My headless body.
Here, show him. No, get that attachment.
That's what I'm getting.
It's right there.
Oh.
The main reason we bought this thing is, it's nice and small, but the big thing is that it has a beater bar attachment so that we can clean our carpet in here too. It's the only like handheld vac like this that I could find with a beater bar attachment.
But I wanted the Dyson.
Yeah, I mean, we love it. It's awesome. If you guys have an RV, or if you're full-time RVers especially, and you want a vacuum, a really good portable vacuum, then I highly suggest checking this thing out, and we have a link to it on our gear page.
I was going to ask, is it on our website?
Yeah, it's fateunbound.com/gear. You can get those on Amazon. I think they're under $100. I think it's right around 80, maybe even 70.
72.
Yeah, we love ours. We've had it for years now, and
I love it. It came with 3 attachments.
Yeah.
These 3 attachments. And one thing that I really liked about this is it didn't come with the wall mount because I didn't want one that had a wall mount. I just wanted one that I could plug in.
Yeah,
and it came with a cord.
Some of them have a thing that like it mounts to the wall and charges that way. But we didn't want that because we didn't really have anywhere to put it being in an RV because you still got to plug it in somewhere. So it's battery powered and lithium. It's really nice. All right, that's enough about vacuums.
Okay.
Spent enough time on the vacuum.
I'm done, by the way. Done vacuuming.
Oh, nice, good. The Fryway said my first go-to for finding boondocking is your channel. Great job on the reviews. That's for you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Guys, look at this. It's getting to be a bit of a mess in here.
Just a little bit.
But sometimes it's got to become a mess before it can get clean, right?
Yep.
She's taken everything out of everywhere and vacuuming and.
What? This is only under the bed. What are you talking about everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just in case some people have gotten on, I'm sure some people have tuned in since the last time I mentioned it, and don't know that this live stream, the whole point of this live stream is to try and raise money for the Center, or the CDP, which is the Center for Disaster Philanthropy. They have a COVID-19 response fund, and what that fund is for is the primary focus of it is to get money to those that have been hit hardest by coronavirus to try and help them out financially, as well as to supply emergency medical supplies to frontline healthcare workers. Those supplies being gloves, masks, and other types of PPE to keep them protected while they are caring for patients that are infected with coronavirus. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to donate to that, you can do YouTube super chats or super stickers. But a more effective way is to use the PayPal link in the video description below. The reason that that is more effective is because PayPal only takes a 3% cut of everything donated through them, whereas YouTube takes a 40% cut. So if you have PayPal and you're comfortable using PayPal, then that is a much more effective way to donate. However, if you don't have PayPal or you're uncomfortable using it for whatever reason, then super chats, super stickers still work perfectly well through YouTube. And like I said, 50% of all of the proceeds we raise during this live stream will go towards that charity. TJ Shams asks, how much of your to-do list have you tackled already? Jenny?
I've tackled a lot so far.
She had a hair in her mouth. Jenny's tackled a lot so far, is what she's saying, and you can see she's in the middle of something right now, too.
Sweetie, go see
just
Daddy.
getting the whole...
Go see Daddy. Go see
Oh,
Daddy.
Sweetie, come here. Oh my gosh, Sweetie, come here. You guys, check this out. Sweetie.
Go see Daddy. I'm sorry.
She's so excited. Yeah, come here. All right, wait. Sweetie, come here. Come here. Come on. Look at this. This is our...
It's her Christmas
It's her Christmas collar. Sweetie, come here. Oh my gosh, nope. That toy's out. She doesn't care about me at all. She only cares about that toy. Oh my gosh, pup. All right, go on. Go on. Get out of here. Cypher Memon says, would you ever go for a larger trailer or fifth wheel? Also, how do you maintain your truck during travel? So the short answer is no, we wouldn't get something larger. If anything, we would like to go smaller so that we can be even more flexible and get to more sites that are even more remote and harder to get to than what we can currently get to. And how do we maintain our truck during travel? I just do the oil changes, transmission fluid change, differential change, and all that stuff. Typically when we're visiting someone that has a driveway that I can do it on. So my brother's house in Seattle, Washington, or my parents' house here in Fort Wayne. Or I've also done an oil change when we were visiting Jenny's dad in California. So yeah, I just do everything myself. We haven't encountered something yet that needed the truck taken to the shop. If there's some sort of major engine or transmission issue, then we would probably have to take it into a shop. Unless we were here in Fort Wayne, then my dad and I can fix just about anything. So yeah, most of it, or all of it so far, I've done myself. The truck is also coming up on an oil, or not an oil change, but it's going to be needing a I think it's going to need its brakes done here pretty soon. They're squeaking, and I haven't checked yet how much life is left on the brake pads. The rotors, I think, have quite a bit of life left in them, but I think the front pads are nearing the end of their life. And again, I just do that myself.
I found the laser.
Watch the payload on a diesel 3/4 ton truck. Bill, Utah, the payload on a 3/4 ton diesel is plenty to haul our light trailer. The tongue weight on our trailer is only about 550 pounds. So a 3/4 ton diesel, especially the 3/4 ton HD, can definitely handle that.
I'm not done with packing yet. I will be though. Hey David,
What?
guess what I found?
What'd you find? Oh my gosh, a laser pointer. Sweetie goes nuts for a laser pointer. Franklin G asked David, do you plan on repacking the RV wheel bearings and checking the brakes when the weather breaks? If you need advice on anything, let me know. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you're there in case I got any questions. It's nice to know that, that you guys have my back, and I know that. And there's a lot of stuff that you know that I don't know. So if I do have questions, I'll let you know. But I do plan on repacking the wheel bearings while we're here. And it's not just that I plan to. I'm definitely going to do it because I haven't repacked the grease yet on the trailer wheel bearings since owning it. And it's definitely ready. That whole procedure is pretty straightforward. And I shouldn't have any issues with that.
On the table.
What?
On the
table.
You're a table. Yeah, look at this, guys. Butters does this. She does this thing where, like, if you're bent over, if you, like, bend over to pick anything up for whatever reason, she's just got to step on you. Look, she's thinking about doing it again. What? I don't know what it is with her, but she's just, like, got to do it. She just has to step on you. She's a weirdo. And yeah, as far as the brakes, I'm definitely going to check the brakes on the truck as well. Like I said, I think the brake pads are nearing the end of their life. A donation just came in from... Oh, wait, first, is that too loud, guys? Let me know if it is, and
I'm almost done. Anyway.
we'll stop with the vacuum. It's not very loud for me, so I don't think it'd be very loud for them either. But yeah, we'll see. Do you have Bearing Buddy grease zerks on your trailer? No, we do not. Oh, yeah, they're saying the sound's fine. And I've actually heard that the those type of grease zerks aren't very trustworthy either. They don't really pack the grease in there. So I don't know if I'll ever have bearing buddies. I'm probably just always going to take the hub off and pack the bearings manually by hand. It's not that big of a deal, and you know, you don't have to do it super often, so I'm not worried about that. I'll probably never have bearing buddies. I'll probably always just repack the bearings by hand. But yeah, we had another donation come in from Troy B. Troy, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Okay.
Hey, you should let everybody vote on what wet food to give the cats tonight.
Oh, the cats are getting wet food tonight?
Oh wait, you already fed them. Never mind.
Oh, I did already feed them. Yeah, I was
What
like...
wet food do they get tomorrow?
Okay, so what are the options? One second. We got another donation from Roy P. Thank you, Roy. He said, charity on behalf of the Dreamcatchers. That's awesome.
Alright, let me organize them. I gotta see what all we've got first. Hang on.
All right, so Jenny wants a vote from you guys on what flavor wet food to give to the cats tomorrow. By the way, our cats are absolutely bonkers for wet food, and if you haven't seen it yet, for our patrons on Patreon, we'll send you guys a lens tomorrow. I hope I remember, but we'll send a lens to you guys on what it's like when we open these cans of cat food. Our cats go ballistic. They're just insane. Jenny has to go into the bathroom here and close the door. She has to hide, and yeah, it's insane.
All right, we have 4 choices. We have salmon dinner. These are all pate because Alice doesn't know how to eat chunky wet food. So they're all pate. This one's salmon dinner. We have mariner's catch. Did I pronounce that right?
Yep.
Ocean whitefish and tuna dinner. And sea captain's choice.
So there's your choices. Jenny apparently can't make this decision on her own, so she wants...
I figured they could pick. I always pick. Let them pick this time.
She wants a choice. Which flavor cat food do the cats get? Oh, Tammy says salmon.
They're almost out of salmon. I give them salmon like every time.
Another donation from Brian P. Thank you, Brian. We really appreciate it, man. That's awesome. All right.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Seems Butters know what they are, even unopened. Yeah, she does. She really does. Yeah, they're crazy for that wet food. They are nuts. If we cracked one of these open, my goodness.
It'd be a frenzy in here.
Yeah, it's like sharks. It would be a straight feeding frenzy. Excuse me. Hey, Jenny,
what?
Do you want to come join the live stream for a little bit?
Yeah,
I bet everyone wants to hang out with you too. Are you guys feeling ignored by Jenny? I am. How dare she clean the RV while I hang out and talk to you guys and have a good time?
I'm not ignoring anybody. I've just got a lot to do.
I know, I'm joking. That was a joke. Because you're working and I'm chilling. I'm chilling with our friends. Tammy said that under the bed storage holds a lot of stuff. Yeah, it does. Jenny, can I come over there and show them our under bed storage?
Sure. Okay.
All right. So yeah,
Oh, can I have this back?
she's got a lot of stuff out, and with this big dog in the middle here too. But yeah, here is our under the bed storage. Rah.
Sorry.
It's pretty.
There's a lot going on right
Yeah.
now.
It's pretty decent size. We're able to get quite a bit under there. This is all pet food, and that takes up a pretty decent chunk of it.
We're gonna have a lot more.
But
storage.
yeah, other than that, there's a lot of just random stuff that we put under there, and Jenny's cleaning out a lot of stuff that is down there that we don't need anymore.
So I've basically taken all of the random stuff out, and now it's only gonna be what is necessary, because all the random stuff we're not gonna be keeping in here because we never use it. So I'm just getting rid of it. So this is gonna be like half empty now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great. But yeah, we had all this junk in there. And more. I think she's gotten a bit of stuff out there that couldn't really see in camera. Jenny, come hang out with us.
All right, I'm coming to hang out.
All right, I'll give this spot to Jenny. Watch out, sweetie.
Whew. I'll just leave it a mess. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they want to hang out with you. Right, guys? I've seen a couple people already say, is Jenny going to come over here?
I'm right here.
Yeah, Jay Scott said Zerxon bearings are okay, but you still need to manually repack the bearings after a certain time / mileage. My boss skipped the manual repacking once and only once. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if we have to manually repack them anyway, I don't know. I don't see much advantage in the grease Zerks. So I'm sure they help. Just keep some grease in there, but at the same time, yeah, whatever. I'll just repack them myself.
Was salmon the only vote?
No, there are a bunch of votes. I just haven't gotten to them yet.
Oh, okay. I'll keep these right here until I hear the rest.
Franklin G says, I love that y'all are awesome and amazing people. Thumbs up emoji. Franklin, you got it wrong, man. You're awesome and you're amazing. So,
Aw, dang it.
yeah, sorry, I drank all your Snapple. I'll admit, Franklin, that when it comes to Jenny and I, we're okay. Right, we're all right. But you are awesome, dude.
Why is there cat hair all over it?
Why is there cat hair all over it? I'll give you 2 guesses. Both of them are cats. We have 2 cats.
Dang it, I wanted that.
Gray Duiker said, have you had any problems with the roof of your trailer leaking? No, we have not, and it's
Knock on wood.
Yeah, it's been raining like nonstop since we got here. So let's go ahead and we got to knock on wood now that I went ahead and said that, because if we don't, then we're gonna have some issues. Maybe throw some salt over our shoulder and do other good luck charms. Kiss our rabbit's feet, Jenny. Well, we have 8 rabbit feet that we can kiss, and they're alive.
So isn't it only the back 2 that are the lucky ones though, or is it all 4 of the rabbit feet?
I mean, they say rabbit's feet, so
They don't specify.
They never specify.
They don't specify if they're the big back hoppers.
Exactly.
Or if they're the adorable little flicky ones.
We'll just have to kiss all 8 of our 2 rabbits' feet, and we'll have all the luck in the world. We'll never have
Super
any
lucky.
leaks ever. Knocking on more wood.
We'll never get stuck in anything.
Knocking on more wood. SR Womp said, good infomercial on the vacuum. We are sold from you talking about it. We were looking for a good one for our new RV. Well, make sure you go to fadeunbound.com/gear.
Oh my god.
In all honesty, though, those are Amazon affiliate links, and if you make a purchase through those, it does help support the channel. We get a small kickback from Amazon, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Amazon pays us from their cut. So, yeah, if you guys want to support your favorite YouTube channel, if they have Amazon affiliate links, that's the best way to do it because it costs you guys nothing extra. Yeah. So, yeah, fadeunbound.com/gear has all of our gear on it. All of our solar stuff, all of our RV appliances, all of our upgrades, everything is on that page. And they're all Amazon affiliate links.
That's what you get for drinking all my Snapple. Because I drink all your water.
That's fine. I am incredibly thirsty.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't read any
You
of
can't
this.
read any of this?
No, I don't have my glasses.
Huh, Tammy said, be right back. Need to start a little close. She's probably back by now. It's been 10 minutes. I'm about 10 minutes behind. That's pretty good. Sup from Peoria, Illinois.
It's not pronounced Peoria, it's pronounced Peoria.
Oh, it's pronounced Peoria?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only know that from trucking, so.
Yeah, it seems like a Spanish word, though. Or sounds like a Spanish or maybe an Italian word or something. And in that case, it would be Peoria. And they're just pronouncing it wrong.
I don't know what it is. If I had to guess, I would guess an Italian name, which you're right. But I know in trucking, everybody just pronounced it Peoria.
Gary Minor said, best regard, or a donation came in from Gary Minor. He said, best regards from Gary and Janice and Kat Jenny, pronounced the same. You're longtime patrons from Northeast Iowa. You guys are awesome.
Aw, thank you
Thank
guys.
you very much. Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you are.
Super awesome.
For real.
I can also read now, so.
Oh, wow.
I can read now.
Have you cleaned and lubricated your bikes yet, Jenny?
No, David is going to lubricate the chains. And I started to clean my bike a little bit with 409 because it was really dusty. But it's been raining here, and as much as I want to ride our bikes around, I'm not going to ride them in the rain.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we would like to take care of them. They can be ridden in the rain. They're fully capable of that. However, we're really proud of them, and we really like them. So we're like, we have to take care of these, and we do. We don't ride them in the rain. We don't get them muddy and dirty because we just really like them. So we want them to stay nice for a really long time, even though they're completely capable of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really like them. We just put the suspension seat post on ours.
I'm really excited to actually try those out and really test them out to see how good they are.
How good the suspension is on them, yeah.
Yeah, because the bikes don't have suspension in the forks or in the back at all. There's no suspension there. It's only in the seat post that you can buy separately. But it's not super bumpy out here like it is in the National Forest. So
well, there are sidewalks everywhere too because we're in the suburbs. So
and on the side, so there's a massive whole town encompassing trail system here in Fort Wayne called, what is it called? The River Greenway. And I believe that this sidewalk out here is part of it.
It is not.
Not?
They have plans to extend the River Greenway all the way up that old railroad.
Oh, the one that goes forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so the crew lounge said, hi guys, do you own electric XP bike yet? Chris. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. We own 2 of them, and we've owned them for, gosh, has it been a year now? It's been a year.
It has been a year. Well, we got them in, technically we got them in early July last year.
Okay.
It was right when we got to Thomas and Amanda's house. They were there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I got a sneeze coming on.
So it's been almost a year since we've had them. Bless you. Bless you.
Oh my!
There's so many birds on your own bird feeder. No wonder the cats love it so much.
Yeah, I showed them that bird feeder earlier.
Yeah, that's funny.
Timmy JS, do you have any modifications done to your truck, tunes, or deleted emissions like the EGR? No, I haven't done any modifications to the truck yet. Because I don't plan on doing any either. Because when I was younger, I used to do a lot of modifications to my cars. I still have a 2002 Trans Am. It's down in my parents' barn, and that's where it sits in storage under a car cover. But
maybe we'll show it off on a different live stream.
Yeah, maybe we will.
When it's a nice sunny day and we can get it out and start it up for you.
It's pretty sweet. It's low miles, only has 47,000 miles on it, and it's the last year they ever made the Firebird Trans Am, so it's a pretty sweet car. And I modded the heck out of that car, and I love it. But one of the things I noticed is that when you modify a vehicle, it's never really as reliable as it was from the factory. So, and that's apparent with that car as well. Oh, the cats are playing. That's awesome. So, we rely on this truck 100%. It's part of our livelihood, so it needs to be as reliable as possible. So as far as modifications go, I'm not touching that thing. I'm just going to do basic maintenance to it.
You guys might notice that David was able to get a haircut. He's all nice and trimmed up.
Yep, it's true.
And I've got this like miniature mullet going on down here.
Yeah, Jenny hasn't had a haircut in
Look
like...
at how long this is supposed to be like against my skin short.
What, has it been like 2 months?
It's been like 2.5 months.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Because everywhere around us was closed.
Closed, yeah.
And now like places here are open, but like I just haven't made an appointment yet. I don't know what my hair's doing right here.
Bill Utah said, if you have a shell, stuff in the bed and such, the payload goes quickly. 3,000 pounds with my gas would be close to 600 to 700 pounds less with a diesel. Yeah, you're right. And we do have a long bed, and it is stuff full of stuff. We do put a lot of water back there as well.
That's heavy.
Yeah, but I forget how much payload my truck has, but I know I calculated it once, and even with all of the water and the hitch weight of the trailer, we still had plenty of room left on our payload. So, yeah, we're fine. Boggs in Flight said, we're looking at the same trailer as you all. Should we be concerned that it's not all weather, insulated bottom, etc.? Thanks and love watching you all. Sorry.
Only if you plan on staying places where it's really cold or really like the weather changes with where you're going to be staying. If you're going to be following the weather like we do, then no. Or if you're only going to be staying in cold areas for a short period of time, like this winter, we're going to be back in Fort Wayne for Christmas, and it's pretty cold here in December. It's not as cold as it is in January, but it's still very cold. It'll be, freezing nights, all that jazz. But we're not worried about it because we know we're not going to be here for very long, and we take precautions to keep our pipes and tanks from freezing.
Well,
because
actually,
we just drain them.
when we're here in December, it's probably going to be getting cold enough that we do need to be worried about it. I've actually, we were talking about that just a couple days ago. I talked about buying the corrugated plastic to enclose the underbelly and getting tank heaters. Yeah.
But as for being worried about it for very short periods of time, we have stayed places where the lows at night drop down to like 27.
Yes.
And we just drain our low point drain tubes, and then we don't have to worry about the pipes freezing. And the tanks are typically so full of water that being down to 27 degrees for an hour overnight or 2 hours overnight just isn't going to freeze those tanks.
I'll show them what I'm talking about, or what you're talking about with the low point drain tubes, because not a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know what those are. I'm sure a lot of people do, but some people might not, and we might be able to help someone out there. But Jenny's right. If the coldest we've ever been in, as far as a low goes, an overnight low, it got down to 26 degrees in our outside. No, it's 26. Oh. And we were fine, because if you have a lot of water in your fresh tank and your gray or black tank, it's not going to freeze instantly once it drops down below freezing. It has to drop below freezing and then stay there for an extended period of time to freeze like 30 gallons of water. It's going to take a little bit of time. Excuse me. So yeah, the coldest we've been in with our open underbelly, our trailer is not 4 Seasons rated, then we've still been able to go through an overnight low of 26 and have nothing bad happen. But the big thing that we do every single time, if it's going to drop below freezing, is we drain our water lines through the low point drain tubes. And I'll just go outside real quick and show you guys what I mean by that, because, some of you might not know what that is. Yeah, we're leaving Jenny behind. We're going on an excursion outside real quick. All right. So here's our trailer. And on this side of it, right here, we have these 2 water lines that stick out. And they're called the low point drain tubes because these 2 tubes are the lowest point of this entire water system for our trailer. So this is the hot water line and this is the cold water line. And what we do, if it's going to drop down below freezing, is we just screw these off on both sides and then open up the faucets inside, like open up all the faucets so that air can come in through the faucets. And then these will just drain all the water out. And then, you know, if there's no water in your water lines, then you don't have to worry about the water in those water lines freezing. So it wastes a little bit of water, but really not very much. You might be surprised at how little water is actually in your water lines, especially if you have a smaller trailer like we do. So yeah, that's just what we do, and it gets the job done. However,
you can make it more Four Seasons.
Yeah. However, we are going to do some modifications to our trailer to make it cold weather capable, and we've been saying this for years, but it's been about 2 years. But I think
we're actually gonna do it this time.
Yeah, well, because we're visiting my parents in Christmas, so we have to be able to handle an Indiana winter.
Yeah, we haven't been here in Indiana at this house for almost 3 years, so that's why we've been putting it off for the most part.
Yeah.
Is because
we haven't had to come back to cold.
Yeah, we haven't had to be anywhere where it's cold.
Yeah.
But David's uncle is a plant manager for Crossroads.
Yep.
And he's able to get us in contact with
vendors that we can,
yeah,
because you can't buy like a sheet of this corrugated plastic from I don't think so, at least. I don't think you can just go to a dealer and buy it.
I mean, the way he works for
that's what I'm saying.
manufacturer.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm saying I don't think you can just get it from a dealer. So
right.
He's going to get us in contact with a vendor, and I don't think it's going to be very expensive anyway. It's just a roll of plastic. And then we're also going to put tank heaters on our holding tanks to keep them from freezing as well. But that's been a long answer. Short answer is, should be concerned that it's not all weather, only if you're going to be staying where it's cold. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be snowbirding and moving with the weather like we've done for the past 3 years, then don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Okay, that was a long answer. Sorry, everyone.
I should start a circus with bows on my back.
It's awesome.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Wait, Roy P. said, watched your trip from Utah to Indiana. Glad you're home safe. Love your site.
Well, thank you.
Oh, is that what you were going to say?
No, I was going to start talking about the food.
Oh, okay. Before we get to that, just in case that some people are just tuning in, whoops, I just got it. All right, in case some people are tuning in that haven't heard this, the whole point of this live stream is to raise money for the CDP's COVID-19 Response Fund, and CDP stands for the Center for Disaster Philanthropy. They are raising money to help out those that have been hit hardest by coronavirus, as well as to get emergency medical supplies to frontline healthcare workers that need it the most, like face masks, gloves, and other PPE to keep them protected as they treat people that have been infected with coronavirus. So you can donate through YouTube Super Chats or Super Stickers. However, a more effective way to donate is through the PayPal link in the description below this video. And the reason is because PayPal only takes a 3% cut of those donations, whereas YouTube takes 40%. So if you're not comfortable using PayPal or you don't have PayPal, it's totally fine. YouTube Super Chats and Super Stickers are totally acceptable. But 50% of all the proceeds we raise through this live stream and future charity live streams will be donated to the CDP's COVID-19 Response Fund. And now we're finally at the votes for what. Okay, so you'll just have to pull it forward slightly.
I'm just going to pull it forward a little bit.
All right, salmon.
Okay.
Whitefish. Salmon. Whitefish. Salmon. Salmon. Whitefish. Whitefish. Mariner. Tuna. And that's it.
Okay, ocean whitefish and tuna won.
Ocean, whitefish, and tuna. They split that, right?
Yeah, they split it.
And that was this one.
Yep.
Again, they go nuts for wet food. They go absolutely insane. Oh my gosh,
She already knows.
You guys, look at this. Look at this. I told you, I haven't even been opened yet. Kat, you can't smell this. Don't give me that. No, smells like absolutely nothing. She just hears this. She's like, what? Wait, or like, yeah. She's like, food?
All right,
For me?
I'll leave this out.
Oh,
for
she's
tomorrow.
about to paw at you. That's awesome.
All right, this one, I'm gonna leave it out for tomorrow morning. Go right.
Max asked, did y'all start live streaming more? Yeah, we decided to do a weekly charity live stream to raise money for the COVID-19 response fund. So that's why we've been going live so much, is because, well, we went live while we were traveling from Utah back home to Indiana just because we wanted to. It helped pass the time while we were on the road. It helped combat the highway hypnosis. But these live streams like this, where we're just kind of hanging out with you guys and doing a Q&A, we've been doing these weekly for the past 3 weeks now for the purpose of charity to raise money through your guys' donations on YouTube Super Chats or through PayPal. So, yeah, we've been going live a lot more often. Robert B. just sent a donation. Thank you, Robert. We really appreciate it, man. It's awesome. And I don't think there are any more. Let me see real quick. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Dang it. And then I lose my spot every time I go to that.
There we go. You're right. You're back. Oh, and then it pushed you all the way
It
to the
immediately
bottom.
chopped me back down. I think, yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, see, Tammy said, yeah, we miss you, Jenny. See, I knew they wanted
I'm
you.
gonna leave now and
No.
go back to
Nope,
cleaning.
I got her. I got her, guys. She's not going anywhere. I got her.
Sweetie, help me! Sweetie, help me! Get him! Get him! You get him!
Bring it on.
Tell him!
Okay, so I don't think we've ever shown them this, but Sweetie is Jenny's protector. So, like, if I go to tickle Jenny or anything, Sweetie is not having any of it. If Jenny starts making a ruckus, so, like, check this out. I'm going to set this on the floor so that they've got a better view. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, watch this. This is what Sweetie does. All right. So, all right.
That's the cat, okay.
Like I said, Sweetie doesn't let any of it happen. She is Jenny's protector.
Good girl. I don't know why it's to bark at Butters, but yeah.
Sweetie breaks it up instantly.
Butters is over here like, I didn't do anything. What are you barking at me? Look at her, she's just over here like, what?
Yeah, Sweetie did bark at Butters. She's like, what?
She doesn't know.
She's thinking that freaking dog. Oh, I angled it down too much, I think. There we go. All right.
I know why Sweetie was barking at Butters.
Because she
So-
thought Butters was going to attack her.
So we taught Sweetie to protect me, and I love it because now I don't get tickled anymore. Unless Sweetie's not around, and then I get tickled. But David's defense in Sweetie coming to my protection was he would
Make angry cat noises.
make angry cat noises, and Butters would come and attack Sweetie. She'd just like come and like smack her around a whole bunch.
And it was hilarious at first, but now we realize in hindsight that that was a bad idea because every time Sweetie gets super excited and wound up and goes to protect Jenny, Butters attacks Sweetie then.
Yeah,
So
unprompted now.
Yeah.
So we can't do it often. So that's why Sweetie was protecting me, but she was barking at Butters because she was probably like, "Don't even think about it, cat."
my partner and I have watched all your videos. You're great. First time joining the live chat. Thumbs up emoji. Good stuff. Brett and Jean. It's awesome.
Nice,
Well, thank
awesome,
you.
guys.
Nice to have you here for the first time.
Yeah.
Bluffton, Indiana here. Welcome back to Indiana.
Thank
Awesome.
you. I have to drive through Bluffton, Indiana every time I would go down and visit my friend Rachel in Evansville.
Yeah. Just got a donation from Doug S. Doug, you're the man.
Aw, Doug.
All right, Doug. Wait, do we have dog treats in here?
No, they're inside. I
Gotta
can-
go. Yep.
Wait. Yes, we do. We've got these blue ones.
Blue ones. Oh yeah.
The
Yep.
oatmeal cinnamon ones.
All right, Doug. This is for you because I know you're always.
We've got this dingo one. I don't want.
Oh my goodness.
Take them.
All right, Doug. This is This is for you because I know you love treaties for Sweetie. Come here, Sweetie girl. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Pup. This is gonna knock me over. Sit.
Wait, make her do tricks.
I just did.
Well, make, make her shake.
Well, they can't see it. Will you grab the camera so they can?
They can see it.
No, like bring it around.
Okay, hang on.
No, just right there. Okay. All right, Sweetie, shake. All right, down, up, sit. Good girl.
Aw, yay!
Oh man, Jenny, look at the cats now.
Well, now you gotta give
All
them
right,
treats
all right.
too.
You gonna show that?
Okay, I'll show the cats can do tricks too.
They only have one trick, but it's really adorable. We make them stand up on their hind feet.
Look at Alice.
Oh man, that's adorable.
They each get 2. They gotta be polite and take turns.
Butters is super gentle, but Alice is like a freak. She's like, "Rawr."
She like rips it out of your fingers as fast as she can.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's their little trick. Oh man, Sweetie scratched me up something fierce.
Well, that's because you just trimmed her nails.
I know, it's super sharp.
Okay.
Need to take her for a walk so that it kind of grinds those down on the concrete. That hurts.
Her nails pull the thread of my pants right here.
Oh wow, yeah, it did. Another donation just came in from Jeff E. Said, "Welcome home to Indiana, Bluffton, Indiana." Here. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's awesome. You guys are awesome. So nice. All right, wait, 2 new messages. Was that? I think it was just those. Oh, and another. Let's see. Another came in from Stephen Wamp for live stream donation.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you.
And another from Thomas S., who said, "Let me know if you want to mooch dock near Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We have 2 acres with views of Mount LeConte and flat parking." That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah,
We've never stayed in Tennessee before.
I've heard really good things about Pigeon Forge, though. And the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina are one of our favorite places.
So beautiful there.
And I know the Smokies extend into Tennessee, so yeah, I'm sure it's really beautiful there. I've heard a lot of good things about Pigeon Forge. Let me scroll through this really quickly just to make sure I didn't miss anyone, because I want to make sure everyone gets acknowledged. Oops, I think am I closing them or am I opening them?
You were closing them.
I am closing them, aren't I?
Here, but there's 4 more right here.
Yeah, I'm just not doing a very good job of this. Okay, yep.
All right, got
All right, we're
them
good. Yeah.
all? Okay.
All right, back to the comments. Oh man, I think I just
What?
dropped down to the bottom again. Tammy's back. Matt's back too.
Hey guys.
Oh, where were we?
You were near here. 'Cause
I was?
I remember seeing this one.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, that's as far back as I can go.
Yeah, because you just read that one.
Okay, cool. Dave Holcomb said, "Rabbits' foots are luckiest when they stay on the rabbit." See, that's what I thought too. I also thought that. Whoa, that's 20 minutes behind. All right, I'm gonna try and catch up a bit.
Just answer a couple questions as you see.
I will.
As you see them and stuff.
Yep. I need a haircut too, Jenny. From Tammy. It said, "Looks like your rabbit's cage door is closed. Do the rabbits not want to hop around with the cats and Sweetie?" Actually, the rabbit's cage is wide open. We'll show you guys. And I think we have a bunny hanging out just a little bit. Yeah. So we put this towel down right here so that they have traction. And
Tell them about the foam.
and there's a that's a bit much. But yeah, there's a bunny right there. She's all stretched out and laying down. And then there's another rabbit in there. And they actually have a second story. It's a 2-story cage. But yeah, their door just stays open at all times so that they can hop in and out as they please. And yeah, I actually just gave them some kale earlier today, and they chomped it down. Kale
Is there even
is
anything left?
no,
I don't even see
no,
it
they
anymore.
destroyed it. I gave them 3 big pieces of kale.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and they just obliterated
Love
it. Franklin G asks, "How old are the truck batteries?" My motto is, if over 4 years, I replace batteries, especially when a person's traveling. They have a date codes on them. So our batteries actually do need replaced. I don't know how old they are, but they are starting to get weak. So I think one of them is still under warranty. I have the receipt.
We're pretty sure though that it's our truck's fault that they're
trailer.
Or trailer's fault.
So trailer batteries. Yeah, our trailer batteries are lithium and our truck batteries are lead acid. And when we're towing, those two batteries are connected to each other. So I think our lithium batteries are overvolting our lead acid batteries on our truck, and it's causing them to fail prematurely. What is the model of your trailer? It is a 2020 QB. Keystone, Springdale, Summerland. 2020 QB. The Crew Lounge said, thanks for your reply about the bikes. You must love them. I got mine from your channel last summer.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. We are going full-time this fall and learning from you both on every video. Thanks, Chris. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you like the bikes. We love ours. So, yeah.
We're gonna get some plastic totes. When we were in Phoenix, we actually met up with Levi, the owner of Electric Bikes.
Awesome guy.
Super sweet guy. And he showed us this tote where the bikes fit perfectly in them, all folded up. And they have a lid and everything, and they fit perfectly in there. And so we're going to find them. We have to ask him where he got them so that we can buy some. So the bikes are nice and cozy in those, and we can stack them in there. And then they have their own little space, and it'll be really easy to pull them in and out then, too. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So
we met Levi and his dad and his business partner, Rob.
Rob, that's what his name is, yeah.
Yeah, all awesome people. We hung out with them all day.
Yeah.
Mark Kelly coming in with the super sticker. Keep it up. You gonna pump some barbells, Jenny? We don't have any barbells.
I'll pump this
empty thing of Snapple.
It's really heavy. I'm getting a good workout.
Don't worry, we'll keep it up. We're not going anywhere. I mean, the channel isn't. We're going to be going a lot. We're going to be going a lot of places. It's kind of the whole point of the channel. And the whole reason we full-time RV in the first place, because we're going a lot of places. Another donation came in from Victor O. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you.
It's awesome. And another one from Matt Hughes.
Matt, thanks.
Matt's the man. Matt is the man. He's also one of our moderators. So yeah, if we could give a quick thank you to all of the chat moderators. We've got Matt Hughes is on, Tammy McDowell is on, and
Jeb was on earlier.
Jeb was on, and I think that's all of our moderators that I've seen on for this live stream. If I missed any moderators, let me know. Yeah. But yeah, they're huge help.
They could just be lurking.
They might be lurking.
They might be lurking.
Just sitting there, just watching, waiting to do some banning. Yeah, they keep the trolls in check.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for helping us out by being moderators.
And Roddy Day
coming in with another super sticker says thank you.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you, Roddy. I mean, you guys, we do get a lot of thank yous, and we really appreciate that. But we just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you just as much as you appreciate us. So I love hearing the thank yous from you guys, but I want to start hearing some of your welcomes, because thank you, for real. We love having you guys along for the ride and along our journeys.
Yeah.
What?
So we love hearing thank yous from you guys, but one of the things that keeps us going is that you guys like what we do. And if you guys hated what we do, or hated who we were, or any of that, then we wouldn't keep doing this. And so it's thanks to you guys that we're here giving information to other people. So it's definitely thank you to you guys.
Yeah, if we didn't have you guys to hang out with, then there'd be no point to do this. This would be pretty boring. So yeah, we love that you guys care so much. And I mean,
well, not just the live streams. I mean, our entire channel.
I know. That's what I mean too.
Care, we wouldn't continue.
That's exactly what I mean. Yeah. So thank you guys. And Doug S came in with another donation, and he says, "This one is a big thank you, sweetie." All right, Doug, I'm giving you another one. Maybe. Treaties for sweetie.
Oh, she's getting another treat.
Well, yeah, it's Doug. Doug demands he must be given the treaties for sweetie.
But no more than 2, because it'll make her sick if she gets too
We'll
many.
get her fat. We're gonna get her nice and fat. All right, sweetie, sit. Sit. All right.
Here, wait, let me.
Jenny, she went to Like she's just guessing.
She's guessing.
Shake. Oh, do you see that?
That was a double-handed shake.
Shake.
Just
You dummy. No. Sweetie, shake. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Could you see that?
Oh yeah. Yep. We definitely saw the
double paw shake.
2-pod shake.
Wow. Yeah.
Means double treats.
Yep.
Ouch.
Double shake equals double treats. Mark M coming in with the super chat. He said, "Glad you arrived safely. You seem more relaxed tonight. You guys are awesome." Yeah, we've settled in, and we had dinner too. A big dinner that really helped relax us. My mom cooked spaghetti, and it's delicious. She makes like the best spaghetti, I swear.
Yeah, she
Puts cheese in.
the Parmesan cheese, she melts it in with the noodles while they're still hot and wet. So like the noodles themselves are covered in a layer of Parmesan cheese, and then she cooks the meat into the sauce. But but that's on the side for those guys because I don't eat meat. And then
but it has onion and celery in it, and it's so good.
Yeah, she cuts it all up herself.
Nice
and
big chunk of Texas toast.
Yeah.
Garlic bread. You've got someone lurking over your shoulder. Do you see him right there?
Where's the lurker? What are you doing? What are you doing, little lurker?
That's funny. All right. I lost my place again. I'm just gonna start here.
You're just gonna.
Dang it!
Nope. You can't
Drop me
start
to the
there.
bottom. Tammy said, "Who votes to open it now?" They've already eaten.
Yeah, they've already eaten, so we'll get it tomorrow.
We would totally give the cats that wet food now, but I already fed them, and we don't want anyone to throw up. And Butters is like the queen of throwing up, so.
Yep.
AK Disney said, "I have to go to the store to pick food up. Bye now. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining the live stream." Victor asks, "David, what power and hand tools would you say are necessary for RV life? Have you guys seen the potential of the Milwaukee MX Fuel 1800 watt power supply?" Power tools that are necessary. Probably just like your standard drill. That's really the only power tool I have on hand. I do have an air compressor, like a pancake one that's, like about this wide and about, this thick as far as the tank goes, and it's got the compressor that sits on top. I do have one of those so that I can air up a tire if it needs to. So if we get a flat, then I can at least air that up and get to where we need to go. But I also have it because we have a nail gun and a staple gun. Because we've had to do some minor repairs. Yeah, for instance, our wall has started to separate at this seam, and you can see these nails or staples. I mean, that I've had to put in to secure those two sections back together. And then there's another spot over here on our cabinets that you're gonna need to get more out of the way. You can see this isn't very pretty, but it gets the job done. You can see all those staples that I put in because this whole side started to separate. It popped out really far.
That other side
and
over there is
then
completely
there's another
separated.
side, that one over there. I did the same thing with the staples. Like I said, it's not very pretty, but it's okay. Whatever. It gets the job done. And no one ever sees it because it's you got to get at it and look at it from this weird view.
Yeah.
So other than that, I don't think you really need anything else as far as power tools go.
Necessary tools, though, I would definitely say a torque wrench.
Hand tools, you definitely want a torque wrench because you want to check the torque on your lug nuts before each travel because they do loosen up. Trust me. I'm surprised at how much these lug nuts back off in time. So they do need torqued every now and then.
Or if you have a flat tire and you have to replace it, you're going to want to torque the spare
absolutely.
back on.
That's a really good point. Yeah. And trailers are known for, RVs are known for having blowouts. So if you need to replace the spare, you're going to want to accurately torque the lugs. And then basic stuff like
square bit.
Number 2 square bit for sure. But a socket set, screwdrivers, vice grips, channel lock. Just basic, all that basic stuff.
Basic stuff.
Yep. If you plan on doing any wiring or doing any wire repair, you'll want to have a soldering iron on hand. I do, and I've used it a number of times. So yeah. No one will break into your guys' camper with that demonic growl. So Sweetie does bark at people when they get close to the trailer, and holy smokes, it's like she's serious, but she's not serious because it's Sweetie. But she's all bark and no bite, but her bark is actually pretty intimidating. Yeah, you don't really want that coming at you at full speed. Have you ever been to Vegas? What did y'all do there? We have been to Vegas. Jenny, take it over. I've been talking too much.
Yes, we were invited to Vegas. I believe it was this last November by a bunch of our friends that flew in from Washington, and it was a 2-day, 3-night event, and we parked our rig at the Circus Circus. They have an RV park at Circus Circus. It's the only one on the strip. It was expensive. And everything there was closed. So like
it wasn't too bad.
The pool wasn't open or anything, but we didn't want to spend time there anyway. We wanted to go hang out with our friends. They got a hotel room, and we spent most of the time dressing up in really funny, silly outfits and wandering around the strip. I think we went to one nightclub. We drank a lot. We went to the pool a lot. They had this awesome pool with this awesome hot tub at the hotel that they were staying at, and it was a gorgeous 3 days, nice hot 3 days. So we spent a ton of time at the pool. We went out to eat a couple times and got really hungover.
Yeah, me especially. It was a lot of fun. So
but that was our only time, and that's probably the only time we'll ever go back to, is if they want to meet up in
yeah,
Vegas
if our
again.
friends go back. Evelyn asked, do you mind sharing where you got your Rottweiler? I'm from Northwest Indiana. So we got her from Greenup, Kentucky. There was a breeder down there. And
I think it's called Little Yellow, or
I don't remember the
Yellow
name
River,
at all. But
River, I don't know.
yeah,
Like
I want to caution anyone before they decide to, like, they see Sweetie and they're like, oh, I want a Rottweiler too. I just want to caution everyone that if you plan on getting a Rottweiler, please do a lot of research on how to properly train a Rottweiler, because they are very stubborn and they are potentially aggressive when it comes to protecting food and toys and their owners. So if you plan on getting a Rottweiler, please do a ton of research on how to properly train them. It's extremely important to properly train a Rottweiler, because if they are aggressive in some way, whether it's through, protecting their food or toys, then they could do some damage, and you could potentially end up with, being forced by the law to put the animal down. So Rottweilers are not, they're great and excellent dogs.
Excellent dogs, yeah.
Absolutely excellent dogs, but
they require a lot of training.
Yeah, they require training because they are incredibly stubborn, and that protective instinct is very, very strong in them. So
they were born to be guard dogs.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, so this right here that you see on our channel, this thing right there, Sweetie girl.
Hi, baby.
That is the result of a lot of training. We did the research. We
went to obedience school.
Yep, we read books. We took her to obedience training. So Sweetie is the product of hours and hours of training.
It's like a year and a half of training.
Yeah, and she's a great dog. And so, like, some Rottweilers, for instance, this is Sweetie's favorite toy, right? So, like, if I went to grab for this, some Rottweilers would get very upset that I did that. That's, that's just that's just a thing. But Sweetie girl,
Sweetie, give me that.
No, watch. But we've trained Sweetie. Watch, Sweetie girl, give. Good girl.
Threw it at you.
See, and where is it? It's down here. All right.
Wait, but also.
Wait. Sit. All right, Sweetie, give. Yep. See?
Can I show them now?
Yep, you sure can.
Okay, and then also, she won't ever hurt me.
Yeah.
I've got my whole hand in her mouth, and she was as gentle as can be.
Yeah, or wait, Jenny, set it on the ground. Do leave it.
Sweetie.
All right, have her sit.
Sit. Leave it. Leave it.
Do it.
Okay.
No, say it loud. Okay. You can't just mumble it because they might not be able to.
I didn't think I mumbled it.
Back.
Back. Nope. Back. Back.
All right, here, I'll just do this. All right, sweetie, leave it. Okay. Okay.
She like didn't know for sure if it was the right okay.
Yeah, so. Oh, whoops, I gotta spin around. So yeah, Rottweilers are excellent dogs. They really are. They're extremely loving. They call them Velcro. They're one of the Velcro breeds.
She's a couch
big time.
potato. She's a cuddle bug.
I mean, yeah, they're called Velcro breeds because they just want to cuddle. They want to be like Velcroed onto you. And she's totally that way. She cuddles it with us in our bed every night, almost every night before we fall asleep. But yeah, Rottweilers are not the right dog for everyone. You have to be ready to put the time in, put the effort in to train them, and then most importantly, to socialize them. If
you don't socialize a Rottweiler, they become
fearful.
Very fearful. And a dog that is fearful is very aggressive.
Yeah. So if you're going to get a Rottweiler, you have to put in a ton of time showing them to a lot of new people. So you got to take this puppy out with you just about everywhere you go so that it can meet a ton of people. What we did with Sweetie is we took her to PetSmart every time we went to PetSmart. So she got to meet a ton of people and a ton of other dogs. And
she even went to a puppy playtime at PetSmart when she was a little girl.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do when they're young dogs. You got to get them in front of as many people and as many dogs as possible so that they're not afraid. And Rottweilers especially.
So, an example of a very aggressive, fearful dog is my dad's dog. His name's Gus. He's a border collie, a full-blooded border collie. But my dad had lost a different border collie at a very young age. He was only 1.5 years, and he got hit by a truck, and he passed away. And my dad was so fearful of his new border collie getting in trouble like that he didn't take him out. He didn't let him socialize with the neighbors. He was only in his yard all the time while he built a big fence around his yard so that he couldn't get out. And because he didn't socialize that dog for the first 2 years of his life, when I came over to visit, and I was the one that picked the puppy up, and I had the puppy for the first 12 days of its life before I gave it to my dad because he lived in a different state. And when I came back to visit that dog, he didn't know who I was, and he attacked me. And he was very, very aggressive. And
border collies aren't known for aggression.
No, they're not known to be aggressive, but he was so afraid.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't socialize a dog.
Yeah, he's better now. He's much better now. Yeah. He's still a guard dog, and you're not allowed in the yard if you haven't met him yet. But
you can tell there's some fear still there in his eyes.
But when I show up, and when David shows up, all we have to do is say, "Hi, Gus Gus," and he is so excited.
It's like a light comes on. He's like, "I know these people. I know these people."
Yeah, and he runs and he gets a ball and we play fetch, and I'm not afraid of him anymore. But he was a very, very aggressive. Even with his muzzle on, he still got a hold of my leg. So
yeah, so that's what I like to tell people with Rottweilers. If you're not willing to put the time in, that's okay. That's, not everyone is. Just you got to know that about yourself. You got to think, do I have the time? Do I have the energy? Do I have the willingness to put a lot of time into properly training and socializing my dog? If the answer is yes, then you can get a more difficult breed to raise like a Rottweiler. If the answer is no, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But just get something like a lab or a golden retriever or something. One of those like much friendlier, easier dogs. Rottweilers are an excellent breed, and if you train them and socialize them properly, they're going to be your best friend. But just know that before you just go get one.
Same with pit bulls. Right. Pit bulls are the same as Rottweilers, basically.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm done. I don't want to beat that dead horse too much, but
done with your rant yet?
Yeah, well, I just want to. I don't want any Rottweiler to go into the wrong hands. You know what I mean? Like Rottweilers are excellent dogs, but there are a lot of them in shelters because people get them, they don't raise them properly, and then they
don't know how much work they do.
Yeah, and then the dog becomes aggressive, and then they have to get rid of them. They take it to a shelter, and then they get euthanized, and it's sad. So. I want every Rottweiler puppy to go to an owner that's ready for the responsibility, because I love my Sweetie so much, Hey, Stephen Clay's on. I didn't notice it. Stephen Clay is another one of our moderators, so I think all of the other moderators have gotten a thank you. Give a thank you to Stephen Clay for being a moderator too. He's awesome.
Geek Me Scott wants to know, will we ever do a tour of our RV? We actually have.
Yep. done 2 of them, I
We've
think.
actually done 2 of them. Our first time in Quartzsite, it's a much older video. It's over 2 years old now. We did a tour back then. That was before we swapped out our desk, or our UDinet back here for a desk. And then we did a second tour when we were in Lake Havasu last year, and that was shortly after we had swapped out our desk. So it's a more updated one. We haven't done any we really haven't done any updates besides like changing out the valences. That's like it. So everything in that video is still the same.
So we've got quite a bit more people on than we had last time I announced this. So I just want to announce it again. Sorry to everyone that have been on this whole time and I've heard it like 4 times now. But I just want everyone to know the whole point of this live stream is to raise money for a charity. It is the CDP, which is the Center for Disaster Philanthropy. They have a COVID-19 response fund where they are collecting money so that they can get it to the people that have been hit hardest by coronavirus, as well as frontline healthcare workers. They are getting emergency medical supplies to them, like masks, gloves, and other important pieces of PPE so that they can be protected while they are caring for people that have been infected with coronavirus. So 50% of all the donations we receive during this live stream and all the charity live streams that we're doing will go towards that charity. If you want to be a part of that, then YouTube Super Chats and YouTube Super Stickers are a really good way to donate. However, if you're able to, then we have a PayPal link in the description below this video, which is a better way to donate because PayPal only takes a 3% cut of the donations, whereas YouTube takes a 40% cut. So if you have PayPal and you're comfortable using it, that is a much more effective way to donate, a way to make sure that the majority of the money goes to the charity, more money, I guess, than going through YouTube. However, I don't know. However, if you don't have PayPal or you're not comfortable using PayPal for some reason, that's totally fine. YouTube Super Chats and Super Stickers are still a completely acceptable way to donate. So, yeah, again, the whole purpose of this live stream is to raise money for that charity, the Center for Disaster Philanthropy's COVID-19 Response Fund. There's a link in the video description below for the PayPal link to donate to that. And YouTube Super Chat and Super Stickers are also a good way as well.
We randomly just got a massive influx of people.
I know.
Like 50 people just showed up.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's awesome that we're able to hang out with everyone. Yeah, again, 50% of all the donations we receive during this live stream will go towards the CDP's COVID-19 Response Fund. So yeah. Oh, back to the comments and questions. Oh, wait. Sorry.
You're gonna lose your spot.
I know I'm gonna lose my spot, but that's okay. Esther S. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it, Esther. And yep, and that's it for now. Okay. Back to the comments and questions. I know I lost my spot, but that's okay. Was I above all this still? Oh well. Oh, we need to go past it because it's pretty old, isn't it? Yeah, this is yeah. Oh, double shake equals double treats. Yeah.
20 minutes old. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, we're just below this. Jens wants to know, what's your water pump setup like when we're dry camping? It's no different than when we're not dry camping. The water pump in an RV is only supposed to be used when you don't have city hookups, so it's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no different. Absolutely no different.
Geek Me Scott wants to know, what are the size of our tanks?
Oh, our freshwater tank is 54 gallons and our gray water tank is 74 gallons. We don't have a black tank. We combined our gray and our black tank together into one huge 74-gallon gray tank because we have a composting toilet. Wait, didn't Matt say? Matt said, and with a fifth wheel, we need a torque wrench to check the hitch.
Oh.
So yeah, if you have a fifth wheel, you apparently definitely need a torque wrench.
Yeah. And speaking of fifth wheels, Marcelo says, or asks, can you tell us why you chose the Springdale trailer? Did you consider another brand? I guess we didn't consider another brand. We mostly only stuck to Keystone, but we did have a different trailer before this one picked out, and I seriously thought that was going to be our trailer, and it was a Springdale fifth wheel. I don't remember the numbers.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't remember.
But it was gorgeous. It had an actual bedroom with a door instead of just a curtain, but it was about 5 feet longer, and it was a fifth wheel. So we wouldn't have had the truck bed storage, and it would have been a lot more open in here, which is something that we now know that we don't need. So
yeah.
So I'm glad that we went with the smaller one, but we were thinking of a fifth wheel. I actually had my heart set on that one for a long time, but we were thinking about a different one for a while.
Yeah, Doug S said, "You've done well with Sweetie. She's beautiful. She is beautiful, isn't she?" Here, oh, I'm sorry. Did I just put you in the head? Yep, and here's Sweetie. She is just chomping. She's just playing with that toy. You love that toy, don't you? That is seriously her favorite toy.
She's looking at you like, "Are you gonna throw it for me, though, Dad?"
Oh, I'll throw it. I'll throw it for you later. Okay, you want me to throw it for you now? Okay, fine.
Right now.
All right, fine. I'll throw it for you right now. Here you go.
Careful with the stuff.
Good girl. And right back to where she was. All right. Oh, the stuff's in the way. Here we go.
You keep turning it way this way.
I'm sorry.
You're sitting way over there. There you go.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Why didn't you go with a teardrop trailer? Because we have way too many animals. Yeah, and one of them is a full-grown Rottweiler, so there's just not enough room in a teardrop. I mean, we could probably make it work if we really tried, but it would probably also be awful. We have a pressurized accumulator hooked up in line with our water pump. When we use the water, the pressure doesn't seem very strong. Any suggestions? I'm sorry, Jens, but I don't have any suggestions for you. I do not know anything about that. I'm sorry.
I know that, like, with our shower head, we bought a different shower head that makes it seem as though we have better water pressure.
Yeah.
Because of the design of the shower head, but it's not actually better water pressure.
Yeah. A full-time RV Explorer, that's Rose and Justin, said, "Hey guys," what?
I didn't know where it was. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey guys, still sitting in California. Enjoy the time with family. Still in California.
Have you guys been interviewed yet? I don't think I told you they were going to be interviewed by the LA Times or something.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were going to be asked questions.
No, you didn't tell me that.
Like full-timers that are stuck right now.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, Mark Meyer said, "Thanks for dog socializing advice at a young age." Yeah, super important.
Very important.
That's one of the best ways to have a friendly dog, is to get them around as many people and as many dogs as you possibly can while they're a young puppy. It's just like humans. It's the same way. You get your kids around other kids and they'll just be more social.
Yep.
I don't think my parents must not have gotten me around very many kids when I was young.
You have more friends than I do.
I have one friend. No, that's not true.
No,
we have a lot of friends.
Yeah,
I meant here. I don't know how to pronounce that. SH1FTZ, Conan with the super chat. Thank you. We really appreciate that. Shifts, probably.
Shifts, yeah.
Which one? This one?
This one.
Oh, Mr. Means to Travel. What's your guys' advice to all the people exploring RVs/campers right now because of COVID? That's tough. I'm going to let you handle that one.
So I don't really have any advice. I would say that if you're trying to get away from it all by buying an RV and then going out and traveling instead of staying at home, I don't recommend that. I recommend just, staying put. It's healthier, it's safer to stay put. But if you already had plans to full-time and you're just continuing shopping based on those plans, then by all means, if the places are open and you're able to tour the RVs, just do it safely by, wearing face masks and gloves, because people touch these all over the place.
Oh, so they're talking about what's your advice on looking for a new RV or camper, like looking to buy one? Or is it looking to explore in one?
That's what all I gather from that question. People exploring RVs and campers right now. I took that as shopping for RVs and
that's
campers.
why,
So, my only advice is if you already planned on it, then by all means go for it. Just be safe about it. But, but if you are doing it because of coronavirus, then I recommend not doing so. Full-timers are already displaced all over the country, not able to find places to camp or places to stay because they don't have a home base. So that's my only advice, is just to wait just to wait.
Yeah, Lenny Hockman said, are you still looking for a 4x4 truck? You may find a low mileage one in Fort Wayne. Watch for rust. More high mileage ones out west with less rust. Good luck. Yeah, Lenny, trust me, I know.
Is a big thing.
I know all about the rust because I'm born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and yeah, our cars out here rust. So usually it's good to try and find one that's from Kentucky. You'll or down south, Kentucky, Tennessee, there will be less rust. That's where we found our truck originally, and it has no rust on it. I'm still looking, and I can't.
Right there?
Yeah, I have the hiccups, and I can't promise that we're gonna be able to find one before we leave. But I am looking for a 4x4 truck.
Doug says labs account for 13% of dog bites, Rottweilers 3%, but Rottweiler bites are serious. Yes, I don't know if you guys know this, but Rottweilers have the strongest bite per square inch of all dog breeds in the world.
Yeah, they've got the strongest bite, and yeah, I think it's probably labs account for more because there's probably more labs. I think they're more popular than Rottweilers are.
Yeah, they're a lot more popular.
And yeah, I mean, we all know about
small dogs bite more than all large dogs combined.
Yep,
and
small dogs bite more than large breed bites. The only problem is that when a small dog gets all angry and bites, it doesn't like kill anyone, or it doesn't like you don't really have to go to the hospital. Yeah, you don't like you don't really. It's not that bad of a bite. It's a puncture wound. You put some Neosporin on it and a Band-Aid, and it's okay. But when a Rottweiler bites you and is serious about it,
you're probably gonna need some stitches.
You're gonna need to go to the hospital. I mean, you might even need some extensive fixing done if they were going to town.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, Means to Travel said, thanks for creating a live stream for a great cause. Well, thanks for being a part of it.
We're actually considering that once the pandemic is over, still doing weekly live streams, but picking other charities. So
yeah, like a Rottweiler rescue.
A Rottweiler rescue would be a really nice one.
Yeah.
Or like some of the proceeds to the t-shirts that we're selling can go to a specific type of rescue or something like that. I know she's freaking out.
She's trying to get her toys behind. Yeah.
She got it back here. There we go. Or like all kinds. There are tons and tons, like St. Jude. Like we can do all kinds of charity live streams.
Yeah.
And so when this is all over,
we're considering it.
We're considering.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great idea.
Gary H said, just did our first 3 miles on our electric e-bikes. We did receive our free bags for each bike. Thanks for turning us onto these great bikes. Time to get healthy. Thanks again. That's awesome, Gary. And if you don't know what Gary's talking about, we made some videos on some electric bikes, e-bikes, that fold up so that they're better, they're easier to transport for traveling. And if you're curious about that, you can just go to YouTube search Fade Unbound e-bikes, and the videos will all come up, and you can watch those.
Rotten Roddy Rescue in Gilbert, Arizona. There's a Rottweiler rescue in Ohio that I've been following on Facebook for years and years, and they do a really good job too. So
I would like to someday when we settle down far in the future, I would like to, if there's like a local Rottweiler rescue, I'd like to volunteer. Yeah, I just love Rottweilers.
I would just volunteer at any rescue, even if it wasn't a Rottweiler rescue.
Yeah. John O said, hi, I just stumbled into this from Atlanta, Georgia. I know personally a friend with the CDC World Headquarters. He is part of the epidemiology response team from Asia.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
That is awesome. Ooh, I know they're doing some really good work out there.
Yeah.
So.
The Ska Man said, thank you for the anode rod video, because like you both have said, it's one of those things you just don't know or think about for RV trailer maintenance. Yeah, I didn't even know
it was
until
a thing.
One of our friends told me about it, and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, it was actually on Justin and Rose.
Yeah,
they're on right now.
Yep, and checked on it, and sure enough, it needed a new one.
Yeah, so you guys can actually thank them, because otherwise we wouldn't have known about it.
Yeah. Teardrop trailer would be great for more flexibility, but it would be really hard for 2 people and 5 pets to live in. Oh, let's see. Franklin G, I just love the freedom y'all live, the love y'all show, and the awesome fun you both have. Keep it up. Thanks, Franklin.
Thanks,
Franklin. We will keep it up. What?
Ouch, sweetie. Sir Womp says, when boondocking, do we keep our water pump on all the time, or do we turn it off if we're not using it to conserve batteries? So we don't turn it off to conserve batteries. We turn it off because sometimes it'll just randomly.
No, we turn
Turn
it
on for a
off. We
second?
turn it off so that if there's like a leak in the middle of the night, it won't just run and run and run and run and run. Or if we're not home. But in the day, we just leave it on
Yeah.
because it doesn't really use any
It's on right
battery.
now.
Yeah, it doesn't really use any battery just sitting there idle. The only thing that it's just the little LED in the switch that shows that
Mhm.
it's on. So it doesn't really use any battery,
but
especially not enough that our lithium batteries are gonna be concerned about at all.
But there have been times, and David, I think, is really bad about this when we get out of the shower because our shower head
Has a shutoff
has
valve.
a shutoff valve that actually shuts it off fully. Sometimes when he gets out of the shower, he forgets to actually turn the knobs off, and sometimes the pressure will build, and it'll just pop that down, and it'll just start dumping out of the tub,
Yeah.
and we'll just be sitting here like, why
What?
is the water
Yeah, it's just
running?
and they're like, what?
And so that happens sometimes. So it's always a good idea to just turn it off when you're not going to be inside.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Our Woodruff says, speaking of trucks, are you satisfied with the diesel? Just wish it was 4x4, sticking with a Chevy product? Yeah, I would love to stick with Chevy. I'm not tied to any brand. I don't really have any sort of brand loyalty, but I do plan on sticking with. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second there. Yeah, are you satisfied with the diesel truck? Just wish it was 4x4, sticking with a Chevy product? Yeah, I plan on sticking with a Chevy. I would also go with a Dodge if I found one for the right price. I'm not a big fan of the Fords, not for any reason other than just aesthetics. I'm just not a big fan of their design. And also, I know they've had a lot of issues with their Duramax diesel, or not Duramax, I'm sorry, the Power Stroke diesel they've had a lot of issues with throughout the years. So, she's playing with Sweetie under where the camera can't see. So yeah, diesel all the way. I love the diesel for towing. It would be nice to have a 4x4 though.
Get it.
Hello guys, this is John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut. How are you doing today? I was just wondering. I just, did you guys make it to your destination? Okay, did we make it to our destination? Yes, we did. We were at my parents' house. We're right next to their house on the side, and yep, we'll be here for the next few weeks. All right, Jenny. What? Doug said, in Fort Wayne, if you're real quiet in a Walmart parking lot, you can hear the cars rusting. Sounds like radio static. It's true.
Okay.
It's very true.
We're about to sign off, but really quick, I'm going to give a super quick story about the one time that my grandpa came and visited us here in Fort Wayne. And he came over here to David's parents' house, and we were changing the brakes on my car. And he noticed that the rotors were super rusted, but the rotors weren't bad. I wasn't going to change the rotors because And it wasn't the faces, it was just the cooling fins in the center of the rotor. Totally rusted, completely rusted, but still completely fine. And he had never seen that before, and he was shocked.
He was like, he thought her rotors needed replaced. He thought that there was something seriously wrong with her brakes. He was very worried.
And he took an hour. He took one of my rotors off, and he took an hour, and he was like trying to chip away at it just to make sure that it was still like solid underneath and stuff.
No, he was trying to clean the rust off.
Oh, he was trying
for real, yeah. And I had to tell him, I was like, Grandpa, there's nothing wrong with those rotors.
That's not gonna do anything.
You're in Indiana now. Stuff rust. Like there's nothing wrong with these. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I bet even the rotors on the Trans Am are rusted.
They absolutely are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the steel that those are made out of are not rust resistant at all. That's not the point. It's made to be super, super hard.
Yeah.
And wear resistant. Yeah, they can rust. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So okay, that was last story.
Franklin G said, have you guys been to the Grand Canyon in Arizona? I was there in March of 1995. The place was so beautiful, I was lost for words when I first saw it. We have not been to the Grand Canyon, but we have been to Canyonlands National Park, and we've heard that they're both pretty comparable. And I know exactly what you mean. When I saw that first overlook, this like of the massive canyon below, I was just like,
We were there
What?
for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We couldn't get enough. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
And Doug just asked, can we always donate via PayPal? Yes, you can, Doug. In the description of all of our videos, I think it usually says something about like you can leave us a tip here. And then there's a link just below that, and that is to our PayPal. It's always there. So yeah, you can always donate on PayPal. So yeah, it's always open. But I think we're going to go ahead and get going now. We've been live for about 2 hours. It's 9 o'clock. My voice is starting to give out, and I want to go hang out with my mom and my dad.
And I gotta finish cleaning up this
yeah,
mess.
before they go to bed for the night. So
Oh yeah.
thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love going live and hanging out. It's just a great way to spend the time and get to know you guys. So yeah, thank you for everyone that donated today. Again, 50% of all the donations we received are going to go to charity, the CDP, which is the Center for Disaster Philanthropy's COVID-19 Response Fund, to help make a difference in the fight against coronavirus, as well as trying to help the people that have been hit financially the worst and need some help. So thank you all for that. We'll be making a social media post on how much money we were able to donate. Not tomorrow, but 2 days from tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but 2 days. Not tomorrow, but the day after, because it takes a day for the money from YouTube to sort of resolve and tell us that how much we actually were able to bring in. So
then we can tell you guys how much that we're able to donate.
Exactly. But Franklin said, drink a Corona Light, David. I will, man. I will.
Are those not gone yet?
No, there's one in the fridge, and then there's like 4 in my parents' house still.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll have one. Franklin, if you want to crack open one as well, just
I'm gonna
kind of
have a glass of wine. David bought me some Riesling.
Sort of have an air cheers, pretend, So, yeah.
We'll do it.
Thanks again for hanging out with you guys, and thanks for donating to a great cause. We will see you at the next live stream. Have a great night, and see you later. Yep. I was going to say have a great night and good night, but that's just stupid. So, good night, everyone.
Okay, bye.
See ya. Oh, wait. Sweetie girl, come here. Come here. All right.
You gotta give us a sweetie sign off.
Sweetie girl, we'll say bye to him.
Good girl.
Bye.